Apple's new AirPods 4 now have an option with active noise cancellation. And this is a big deal because if you wanted ANC in a pair of AirPods that go in your ear before, your only option was to shell out the extra cash for the AirPods Pro 2. Now, the new AirPods 4 with ANC give you a lower cost option with a completely different design than the Pros that might be more comfortable for some of you out there. Now, for me personally, I do really love the AirPods Pro 2. They're absolutely excellent. But during long periods of use, these really do start to hurt my ears. Now, they might fit better for a broader amount of people out there because of how far inside the ear canal the AirPods Pro go. But if you're out there wondering what it's like to have ANC on AirPods that just kind of rest on your ear or a little bit in your ear, but they're not shoved deep inside the ear canal, it's actually quite nice. It's surprising because it almost feels like it's a magic trick. Like you shouldn't be able to have ANC on something like this that's not, again, jammed in your ears. And while of course you're not going to get the same level of ANC that the AirPods Pro 2 can offer, and I believe it's supposed to be about double the amount compared to these AirPods 4, I think a lot of that just has to do with the fact that your ears, again, are blocked from the tips of the AirPods. I'm sure there's some extra processing happening there somewhere in what Apple calls its pro level ANC, but I don't think the difference is that drastic in my opinion, especially for most scenarios where you're just trying to drown out a little bit of noise. And again, I just took these on a trip and I was on a very busy New York street corner. And I put on ANC with the AirPods 4 and I couldn't hear anything besides my music. It was insane. So I'm cool with suffering a little bit in the ANC department if it means my ears will not be the ones suffering on a, long flight somewhere. By the way, I just used them, albeit it was a shorter flight than I normally am on. And honestly, I thought they did an excellent job at blocking out all of the unwanted plane noise. And I was sitting right next to the engine. And most of all, they are incredibly comfortable for long periods of use. Of course, I am aware that a lot of people have fit issues with these style AirPods and need those additional ear tips that the Pros offer in order to stay in your ears, especially while you're being active. And so if that sounds like you, then the choice has honestly really been made for you. You got to stay with the Pros. If you don't already own a pair, then you got to pick one up. If you're able to wear either or, and it's just wondering if it's worth spending the extra money on the Pros, well, I don't think you'll be disappointed if you do spend more on the Pro models. I don't think you really need to. So these new AirPods 4 also offer users the H2 chip. And that's the same chip that's inside of the AirPods Pro 2. And I'll be honest, from an audio standpoint, it should have been obvious to me, but these things sound just as good as the AirPods Pro 2. I don't know why or what I was expecting with the sound quality. I thought maybe because they're just cheaper AirPods, they'll be slightly inferior, but nope. They are fantastic, and I can't tell a difference between the two when it comes to listening to music. These are some of the best sounding earbuds, not just AirPods, but earbuds in this class and price point. Now, a quick side note, the AirPods 4 without ANC, obviously there's no ANC and there's no wireless charging case with Find My, but they do have the H2 chip. It's basically the exact same set of AirPods, just without the things that I just mentioned. So really, if you don't need ANC, you can get the same great sounding AirPods for even cheaper, starting at $129. Now, before we get into the rest of this video, I do want to give you more information about today's sponsor, Keeper. Imagine having your accounts hacked and your data stolen. I think that happens quite a bit to people out there, and I feel like a lot of people just don't use a password manager. With so much of our lives online, social media, your bank accounts, emails, keeping our passwords safe is so much more important than it ever was in the past. And again, a password manager can easily solve that, and Keeper ensures that all of my passwords are secure and easy to manage. Keeper makes it simple to create and store your passwords securely in a personal password manager that you can access anytime, anywhere, on any device. Whether it's you or your family members, Keeper ensures that your passwords and accounts stay safe around the clock. And if you need to share anything within your vault, you can do that securely and with peace of mind that everything is going to remain secure with military-grade encryption. Keeper keeps your data protected and accessible from your phone, your tablet, or your desktop. Now, I know Apple released the Passwords app in iOS 18, but I'm still using Keeper because there are so many other useful suite of features that Keeper offers, and also just being able to use it on other devices. I have an Android tablet. Maybe you have one for your kids and you want to have a password manager for them on that device. You can use Keeper again on any device. And there are just other health monitoring features for your passwords that you don't get with Apple's Passwords app. So if you want to make your life easier with Keeper, get it half off today if you use code MacRumors50 at checkout. Keeper also offers a free 30-day trial so that you can experience how great it is firsthand before you buy. So click the link in the description down below to learn more. And thanks Keeper for sponsoring this video. Now, the other differences between these AirPods 4 with ANC and the AirPods Pro 2 have to do with the case. While again, they both have Find My, there's also a speaker at the bottom so that you can play a sound while trying to find them, which is very helpful. The AirPods Pro 2 have this lanyard loop that you can attach if you need to. And the MagSafe charging case is only present on the AirPods Pro 2. This is wireless charging. It can wirelessly charge. There's just not enough magnets to make the MagSafe happen. There are some magnets, but it's not going to stay in place on a MagSafe charger. And oh, by the way, you also have USB-C on the bottom if you decide to take a wired approach when charging. Otherwise, the AirPods 4 case is pretty small in comparison to the other. And also you'll notice that on the AirPods Pro 2 case, there's a pair button, and there isn't one on the AirPods 4. So how do you pair with devices that don't use the H2 chip in that quick one-tap pairing? Well, there's a secret capacitive button here on the front that Apple didn't really tell anyone about, and that is your new Bluetooth pair button should you need it with other devices that are not maybe an Apple device. Both get 30 hours of playback time, by the way, with the charging case, but for the buds themselves, the AirPods Pro can go up to 6 hours in one sitting, and the AirPods 4 can go to 5 hours. When it comes to Siri or gestures from the stem, there's really only one major difference between the two, and it's kind of a big one for me personally. I wouldn't say it's a deal breaker, but I do wish the AirPods 4 had the ability to control volume with a swipe up and down like you can do on the AirPods Pro 2. The force stem on the AirPods 4 only give you the ability to do playback controls. The touch stem here gives you the ability to do playback controls and volume with the AirPods Pro 2. With Siri, you have all of the same interactions and phrases to initiate Siri, but also you can shake your head yes or no for specific commands like answering phone calls or responding to messages. Last but not least, one of the biggest differences between these two sets of AirPods is that the AirPods Pro 2 will be receiving an update later this year that will offer users the ability to use AirPods for various hearing health functions, like using AirPods Pro as a set of earplugs, conducting hearing tests, and then you can take those hearing tests, use that information, and it will automatically transform your AirPods into a medical grade hearing aid based off of the information that is in those results. The hearing aid adjustments are also applied across movies and music for your iPhone, your iPad, and your Apple TV devices. So with that said, the AirPods 4 with ANC retail at $179, while AirPods Pro are at $249, but they're often on sale, honestly, under $200. I think the last time I saw them was for the same price as the AirPods 4. And so at that point, I'd probably just recommend with going whatever fits best, or you go with the AirPods Pro 2 simply because of the hearing health features. But if you find that there's a drastic price difference and you can make the fit work with the AirPods 4, I think it's a fantastic value and a fantastic set of AirPods for most people out there. But of course, I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. If you're planning on picking one up or if you already got one, let me know what you think. And yeah, let us know all of your thoughts on these AirPods in the comments. This has been Al with MacRumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you around in the next video.